Hello, so today we're going to talk about parents being biased. Okay, and I don't know, a lot of people may not like this topic, but I love this topic. I love it because I love it. Okay, so anyways, our glue is being made and then our glue is already done. We all have favorite children. Okay, fine now. Your favorite? I love all my children. भनिहाल्यो सुनिहाल्नुभयो तपाईँले हैन तर अब समटाइम मलाई यस्तो लाग्छ कि it's all right to have an inclination, not favorite but inclination towards one of your children. I think it's fair only. No, but you are not supposed to show your favoritism in front of your children and say that, oh my god, you are my favorite child in front of your children. But then I hope none of my children are listening. But then inclination will be there. I think so. Why inclination will be there is because maybe that child was much more easier than the rest of the children, and she or he didn't trouble the parents too much, and then right from the time when she was a baby or he was a baby, maybe the child didn't trouble the parent too much. So when he grows up, he will grow up in the similar pattern, not troubling much, so that, I think that's the reason why. And the child will be a little bit wiser, a little bit kinder than the rest of your children. So that person will, obviously we will have an inclination towards that child, and I think it is quite okay or fair to have that inclination. But then when it will go wrong is when you show that inclination as a sign of favoritism. When you show your favoritism in front of everybody and you say that you are my favorite child, then it will create problem. Okay, कसकोमा problem हुन्छ नि, your children will face problem, right? And they will have animosity against each other, and they'll feel jealous and stuff like that. So I don't think we should encourage that feeling as parents, and यो चाहिँ पुरा alert भएर बस्नुपर्छ. Sometimes हुन्छ त्यो, as parents we are also human beings and we do make mistakes, and then टक्क देखाइरहेको हुन्छ favoritism, but then you'll have to be alert and then again rectify your mistake, and then again show favoritism, or show that kind of a thing to all of your children, the same kind of thing. So that's what I mean. And there are a lot of people who have told me that they like my videos and they enjoy my videos, and I really appreciate that. And I will tell you honestly, when I talk about biblical stuff and God and stuff like that, the Bible lessons, right? When I talk about stories from the Bible and the lessons that are from the Bible, derived from the Bible, I know that will definitely help, alright? But I am not quite sure when I make a video of my own, the observation that I've made, the experiences. Sometimes it may look contradictory also, like for example, the last video that I made, like letting go. Letting go भन्ने त चीज छैन होला in the Bible actually. So that will help you or not, I don't know, but this is for the peace of my mind, and a lot of people also believe in letting go, I think so. But then I don't think, I don't know, I cannot say for sure that these kind of videos will help you, okay? But the stories that I take out from the Bible will definitely help you, I can vouch on that. So today, this biasness that we're going to talk about is also taken from the Bible story. I'm going to talk about two stories out here, and then Patrick is going to pitch in. He's going to help me out here if there's anything I need to add, so he's going to help me out there. Okay, so once upon a time there was a guy called Isaac and Rebecca. They were husband and wife, and they got married and they had children after great difficulties, I think so. After 20 years they had a set of twins, and they were called as Jacob and Esau. Okay, and now here I don't know why they call eldest and youngest and stuff like that. I don't know. Twins are twins. They are born, almost at the same time. So I don't know. Thulo sano kina chutaunu. I have no idea. But then, the blessings that the parents used to give used to be very, very, very important in the olden times, biblical times. अहिले पनि it is important, right? The parents, the elders, they have to bless the younger ones. So I think it's very important, the blessings, and so. But in the older times, it was very, very important, and people would crave for it. People would do so many things. So say your story company, and it's similar kind of pattern, And there's a lot of politics and drama in this. And if you like dramas and all, then probably you'll like the story. Okay. So Isaac and Rebecca, husband and wife, they had babies. Okay, Esau and Jacob. Now actually they are twins. But then the one who was born first was Esau. Now Isaac had become old and he could not see properly, and then it was time for him to die or something like that, and then he wanted to bless, okay? He wanted to bless Esau, okay? And somehow Rebecca heard this conversation that Isaac, the husband, is going to bless Esau. And then she thought this is wrong. This is completely wrong. And then what she did was she actually made a plan. She made there was a whole lot of deceiving and all. And then she thought that Jacob should get the blessing. Okay, so Jacob was actually scared when the mother told the plan to the son. Jacob was actually scared. No, I think I'll get caught. No, mama, I cannot do this. He said like that. But then Rebecca insisted. Now you have to take the blessing. You go, you do what I tell you. You have to go and take the blessing from your father. So that's the plan. And then they managed to be successful in it. Okay, and then Jacob gets the blessing. And then Esau comes to know about it. And then Esau, he like cries so much, cries a lot. Then he tells his father and requests his father that, don't you have a little bit of blessing left for me? Then Isaac says, no, I don't have any more blessings for you. I'm so sorry, he says like that. And then now, obviously, Esau is like really, really mad with Jacob. And then after that, the mother comes to know about this. And then mother says, Jacob, you should run away from this house. You should go away somewhere, and they don't see each other for a long time. And Jacob runs away, and Esau is like really angry. And this is the story. Now the next story I'm going to tell you about is quickly I'm going to tell you about Jacob. Again, Jacob and his son. Okay, and now he goes away, and then he also comes back to his main, hometown, and then he meets Esau. And before he meets Esau, he's like really scared that that Esau, he's afraid of Esau, that Esau may come back and kill him. But then Esau somehow has forgotten everything, and then he's all right with it. And then, I'm cool, brother, it's all right, he says like that. And then life carries on, and they move on. Okay, and now Jacob gets married. He also has a drama of his own, how he gets married and has children. There's a whole lot of drama there. Okay, and then after that, now the point that I'm going to tell you is he has children. He has 12 sons, okay, and some daughters. And then among these 12 sons, the second last son, that is Joseph, okay, the second youngest son, Joseph, he's the main game out here, the main character out here, Jacob and Joseph. Okay, now he is biased towards his son again, Joseph, and he makes this colorful coat for him in front of everyone, in front of his brothers. And then Joseph also, he has some talent, skill, whatever. He gets his vision, he can dream, and then he can interpret his dream, and he has these kind of things, he can do it. Okay, he can do these things. And then so probably that was why Joseph was favorite of Jacob, I think so, that is why. So the favoritism was quite obvious among all the sons, and that's why the brothers were like really angry with Joseph. And then one day what happens is they catch him, and then they put him in the well, and then they send him away from his hometown, and then sends him with the Egyptians as slaves. Okay, and he's gone forever. The father doesn't see, the father cries and all that. There's a whole lot of drama there. So now you can see what happens when you as a parent, if you are biased towards one of your child, what happens. You can see there's animosity. In both the cases, there's an animosity between brothers, and I don't think it goes well down with the children, I think so. In the Bible, you will see that the stories are kept as it is. Nobody has changed here and then, and that's the best part in the Bible. There are stories like, there are embarrassing stories, there are funny stories, and it is kept as it is. If you like dramas and funny stories also, there are stories like this. And it's not just some story, it is history. It has really happened, and there are lessons. And then now I'm taking out bias, parents being biased towards the children. This is what I'm taking out from this section of the story. But that is not the whole story. That is not the whole point, It is just a small fragment of the story. The story, actually, if you get into the wrong detail, you will not get your perspective correct. The main perspective is these people I talked about, like Isaac, Jacob, Joseph, and all these people are actually the ancestors of who? Jesus. Okay, so he is the main character out here, Jesus. So that is he is the highlight out here in the whole Old Testament and New Testament. That is the main perspective that we should gain. But then there are stories like this, funny stories, embarrassing stories, and it is kept as it is. It is not been changed. So that is the most, I appreciate a lot. I like it a lot, and it has been kept like that. Nobody has dared to change it. And so we can learn a lot of lessons from it. And it is, I think, one of the bestseller from all the books. I think it's the bestseller. And also I would like to say that this book is like, without putting anybody on the spot, I will say one thing, that this book was worth a smuggle, a smuggle. People used to smuggle this book, and they were not allowed to read it. Why? Because those who possessed it had lots of power. They misused that. They thought it was a powerful, it is obviously a powerful book. And then what they did was, they kept it with them. And when they kept it with them, people would come to them, right? So they had power in the society. They had power, and then they would extract money. Okay, so I don't want to put anybody on the spot, because if you know, right? So this is how important this Bible was, I'm saying. And it is still important, and a lot of things, and people, people's lives change actually. If you take it seriously and if you really understand it, people's lives change. So coming back to the topic, being biased. So I feel now what has happened in the Bible has happened. Okay, that's not the main story. The being biased and then killing of each other and all that is not the main story. The main story is Jesus, I told you, right? So as a parent, what we need to learn from this story is not to be biased. If you have more children, okay, more than one child, if you have, then you cannot be biased at all, because what happens is, for you it's nothing. Okay, and children are like so sweet, they will just love you no matter what. If you have seen that, you will, sometimes shout at them, sometimes beat them up also, but then they'll always love you. When you call them, they'll always love you. You're an adult, and if we were treated the same way, what we would do? We will not even look at that person again, right? I think I will give myself a credit also. We do get angry, we do get irritated. Now what can we do, right? But then I'm not giving up on my children. I think that is the most important thing. I think I will still slog for them, I still think about them, but then it doesn't mean that I don't get angry or pissed off and stuff like that. So that is the thing. But here I don't want to drift away again. We want to stick to the point that we are not supposed to be biased no matter what. We cannot show our biasness in front of everybody, in front of our children, even though we may have certain inclination towards one or many children, we may have that inclination, but we are not supposed to show, because that's going to create a problem among them, actually, among them. Among the brothers and sisters, they will definitely have that problem, that jealousy will be there. And unnecessarily, we are the reason we'll be creating that jealousy. So why would we do that, right? If we love our children so much, nothing should affect them. Jealousy bhanne chize nahune, haina? It is, I don't know whether you will like it or not, but here it is. And this is also a hot topic according to me, that parents should not be biased towards the children. They should be treated equally no matter what, because everybody will have their own good qualities. I'm going back, everybody will have their own good qualities. The best qualities they will definitely have. And what do you say? You all have good qualities? What good quality do you have, Faith?
What's a good quality?
What is the good quality that you have? What are you? What do you have the best in you? What do you think?
Being kind.
Aww. What about Hope? What do you have the best in you?
I don't know.
You don't know. Joshua, what good quality do you have? Why are you running away? Josh, come on, tell me. Zoe is actually, I don't know. I'm really scared about her. The youngest child, right? It's still the youngest child, right? From the young age. And then सबैजनाले पुरा माया गरिरहेको हुन्छ उलाई हो. And there's a tendency, everybody loves her. All her brothers and sisters loves her. So के हुन्छ मलाई थाहा छैन.